It's game time, we ain't playing with you. It's game time, it's game time, we ain't playing with you. That's how we ball for y'all.
What up, what up, what up, what up? You are rocking with Dubab.
And Jamal, we here again.
Yo, thanks for joining us for episode
46.
46. Round of
Right.
applause. How's everything with you?
Everything's good. Winding down summer right about now.
I know,
Trying to
right?
get in the last bit of stuff.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, getting a little chilly now on the late night,
Hmm.
Uh summer is going, so it's always back to work, it's always back to the grind, it's always find something new,
Right.
but hey man, that's all we could do.
Definitely.
All we could do. So let's jump into some topics, man. There's some topics that have been interesting. I guess a little controversy. Let's start it off with Mike Rubin. He
Hmm.
had the interview with Breakfast Club.
Definitely.
You know, and he had said something about commenting on the black community, that where he said he feels black people don't help each other.
Hmm.
You know, and that is true. I agree when he said that,
Definitely.
because in a certain way it feels like black black people don't help each other, because just going back from the old way, from slavery and all the time, and just so much work that people, black people have to just prove themselves to get to a certain level. So when they do get the information, they get a certain way, they might not be, willing to share it with everybody. But I'm sure, they'll put on certain people that they can trust and things like that. But you have to take it back to the population. When it comes to white people and black people, there's more successful white people in the world. So and they're raised a different way in the growing up. So that's not in their that's not in our second nature. Sometimes the way you grow up in our black community, it's not really. It never started like that.
Yeah.
Even from like growing up in communities, hoods, whatever, it's not too much camaraderie. For people to just work together, it's really kind of just a battle sometimes. It's kind of like survival.
Hmm.
Survival of the fitness. Uh, and who's gonna survive? And then whoever gets together and form a clique. So you form your own clique and your own gang, whatever, to go against another gang. So it's kind of weird. It's not really helping each other. It's just, I don't know. It's just a bad, and I guess it's just more opportunity for white people in the world, because they have more opportunity to help each other. So if you got your man, or you actually graduated from there, or like whoever's the CEO, they're gonna put their son on. And the son on is gonna put their other family on. They're gonna, so it's like a generational wealth thing, and that's one thing in the black community that we struggle. We don't have too much generational wealth. So with the generational wealth of white people, it's easy for you to help, but in the black community, it's not that. It's not even there to help.
No.
But hey, I agree with what he said. It's just the fact that we don't want billionaires. People don't really come from that community and don't come from that struggle and know what's going on to really comment on that. Um, and there's nothing against Mike Rubin, because he's not racist or nothing like that. He always helps out, black people and stuff like that. So he's at the Justice Reform with Meek Mill and all that stuff. Um, it's just that we don't want other billionaires coming out there saying these type of things, because it can be taken a different way, because it's still unfair when it comes to black and white.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying on all that. But with that situation, it's more based on how we were brought up and more trust and everything. Because you
What do you mean when
figure,
you say that?
yeah, I know. When you figure like in like a more white community is brought up with like, hey, that's your best friend. You bring him with him. You can tell him how much you make, and he'll be right along with you, and he'll be open to the same idea of making the same thing. Well, in the black community, you're taught don't ever tell nobody else what your wealth is because they might want to come to you and rob you. It's more of the mindset than anything and how the people are raised. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, but for a billionaire telling people that, nah, I feel like he has the right to their opinion, and that's something you would want to hear for someone like a billionaire saying that, because maybe there's some truth in the wisdom. Well, but like a poor person saying that, there's probably not a same amount of truth in it.
yeah.
So,
And we see this all the time, so it's not new. You know what I
right,
mean?
yeah.
You know, it's not nothing new. I mean, that's the reason why a lot of black people struggle, or even minorities struggle.
Hmm.
Sometimes they don't let the secrets. Sometimes they learn something there, but they want to keep it to themselves. They don't
Yeah.
express it to everybody.
Hmm.
Because because sometimes they be like, "Oh, you got to be aware of the people you put on." Sometimes,
Definitely. See.
because it can. They say it can. Sometimes people bite the hand that feeds
Hmm.
you. So they can go against you sometimes, especially if you grow up in an environment you don't give them all. I hate to say it, but it's like growing up in an environment you give the person to connect the supply, and then all of a
They go
sudden,
around you.
now you got to connect, and you're like, we don't even need you no more, and then it just gets messy,
Hmm.
Then it's not a sharing, it's like it becomes a I'm gonna take over type thing,
Right.
So then it's still battling each other at the end of the day, and I gave you the information, now you going against me, you're using the
Hmm.
information against me, so sometimes that's what we got going on in the black community always,
Yeah.
but still, he ended up doing some great things. He had an event in New York City with his company, Fantastic event. He basically he was doing helping out for the kids with cars, trading cars. Also, Jay Z has seen he had opened up his like a pop up of his 4040. Um, a lot of celebrities come out there, and this big event. Little baby was out there. Um, who else is participating? Just other celebrities were participating in there as the streamers. Had different people in the event, so it was a big event that he had hosted um, and it's also doing different charity for kids and things like that. So he does good work regardless.
Hmm.
But he also apologized too for that.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, also at the event they're still back on the Tyson and Jake Paul fight is still back on for Netflix. They're still planning to stream that. I think they said November 15th. So they had a little face off again over there with that whole event. Uh, I mean, it's still. I mean, it's kind of interesting because for Netflix to have that event live, um, that's going to be something to watch and see if Tyson is up to it. Because he said he's back. He said his health is fine now. Yeah. Then Jake Paul was making fun of him. So, oh, your stomach's right. And he's like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I got it. And he's like, but Jake feels like he's playing the bad guy, and it's kind of reversed because Tyson's always playing the bad guy, but now because he's actually getting Tyson's getting all the love from the fans, and they was not really happy to see Jake Paul, and he knew that, um, but it was interesting to find out he was saying that he's the person that brought Tyson to the fight. He had inked the deal to set everything up, and then he decided to bring Tyson in it. But he said he's making like 60 mil to fight. I was like, damn, So it's a big event that's gonna go down.
Hmm.
I still got Tyson. I think I got Tyson.
Yeah. Me too. But
I'm gonna
that's the
go with the
thing
champ.
about those fights too. There's
Um,
no real loser in them, especially with the
nah,
money and
nah,
everything in vain.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
but just a reputation to see Tyson because he just finished. Remember, he was fighting
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones. But then they didn't call it a draw on that one. But
It was just an exposition.
yes, but still they call it a draw. I don't. They better not call no draw this one.
Oh no,
But
this is different. This is a real fight.
yeah,
That
now
one was just for like the fun of it.
yeah.
His fight that he had earlier was different too.
Mm.
That was for like the fight.
Yeah, yeah, that especially. But this one that Jake saying he want to knock Tyson out. He said, "I want to I want to make an example out of Tyson. He want to knock him out." Um, I don't really see him knocking out Tyson, but Tyson is upper age. But like I said, when I seen him training and moving around, I don't see him knocking him out unless it just goes that distance and they just get tired out, and he catch him with a run two. But hey, Tyson's
Hmm.
no joke. So you ready to knuckle up with Tyson, man? Hey, like they say, he has to steal his techniques. If he actually gets you too close, that's what he loves. He want to go body for body. If you want to go body for body, Tyson. There's a reason why they call him Iron Mike. You know, so, yeah, Iron Mike Tyson,
Hmm.
body for body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Not too many can do it.
Okay.
But you think Jake gonna?
No, if he can lucky enough to hold out to the 3 rounds, then maybe he got a chance. But other than that,
Mm, what you think he's gonna go 3 rounds?
no, I'm not sure about that. But I said if he get lucky enough to hold out,
Uh
then he probably got a better chance.
huh.
Because the old thing was his stamina wasn't like the problem. Making it past the 3 rounds, if they were
uh.
able to do that before,
Hmm.
they had a better chance of staying. But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
with an older Mike, that chance may increase a lot more. But
yeah.
I doubt.
See who goes the distance. See who goes the distance. Um,
That
but
means he got to take all those punches that Mike gonna be throwing at him, and
yeah,
then stand. But
yeah. But pay attention to that. See what that goes down. See if the fight goes down.
hmm
Hopefully, Tyson stays healthy, and we get to pay attention and watch that. Um, Also a big event that's going on right now. The Vest Fest. In ATL. That's where basically Rashard and Troy they put together annual thing they're doing every year. But InvestFest is a great thing, because it brings all the opportunity for people who invest, and then also he has a bunch of people. The lineup is ridiculous on that. You know, see what's some of the people there. I know he said Steve Harvey was there, but a big event, big guy's gonna be hosting it. 50 Cent, 50 Cent, Shannon Sharp, Steve Harvey, Ti, Stephen A. Smith. So a whole lot of people. Lauren London was going to be there. Monica. So he has a whole. They always put this big event together. And then they also doing the marathon. That was for Black Sam. That was Nipsey Hussle brother. So they're giving out like $100,000 to promote build their business. So yeah, that's a big event that was going on, and it helps. It's what they do for the community and with their stocks from buildings, from real estate to they talk about a lot of interesting, and that's sometimes they bring a lot of awareness for Black people, or everybody. Just to get people investing and get into that different talk. Something very different. But yeah, EYL is I rock with EYL.
hmm this is the first time I ever heard of it, so it's very interesting for me.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. No, it's an event that they always throw out in ATL. They've been doing it. Yeah, I mean, it was probably I don't know, four or one of the two, but yeah, so it's just getting bigger and better. So that's a big event that they hosting. But yeah, so shout out to them for doing great things, especially in the community too. They're right around the way, so they're around out here. So he's at the basketball court, and I think it's in Greenbirds, like Greenberg Woodlands. So they're close. So Rashad and Troy, they're doing amazing things, and always pay attention to guys. Shout those out. um, Also another event that's going around that was the DNC. The Democrat National Convention. They brought out everybody on that thing. That was like the welcoming of Kamala Harris. Stevie Wonder, John Legend, Lil Jon, um, to name a few celebrities that participated. But talk of the night was the speeches. The Obama speeches. Michelle, she said the thing. She was like, "Oh, what's that? What's the them black jobs that you talked about, Trump? Kamala might be area taking one of your black jobs.
hmm
So she's made her a point when she said that. She had a good job with her speech on Obama. He's just always talking that talk. It just feels like he's always a good speech talker. You know,
Yeah.
so we're gonna. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because this is just like a start off to get everybody together and just kind of show that everybody's together and they're backing her. She did a good job too. That shows that she's ready to try to compete against Trump. Um, but at the end of the day, we're gonna see what the debate. That's the big thing because this is all nice, it's all good, it's showing everybody's together, showing okay they're backing her to this and that. But they got to get down to what's the politics and things like that. And then just to spread the word, you know. But they was taking shots at Trump. They was taking shots at Trump. Then I seen Trump. He's like, looks like you said my name 21 times through the whole thing. You didn't talk about this and that. But hey, it's gonna be still interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see because they say even they had that big event. Now it's time to get to work. It's time to really spread the words. It's time to really figure out you know the support on there and see what the people are thinking. But now we got to pay attention to see what the other side is gonna do, because they seen that big event. Now they're gonna have to do something too. I mean they've been doing other things
I was about
around.
to say they've been doing
Yeah,
events all the
but
time.
that was light. I mean they had
It's
Hulk
not really
Hogan.
light. They had a program.
Um,
They had other stuff.
that was who's they have to perform.
They don't really need that.
That's what I'm saying because they don't have the people. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the attention. If you don't have the attention of the public and you just doing the regular boring old
Rallies and stuff like that,
that
they're
right
good to go.
now,
They
you
got the
know,
biggest attention they needed the last time. That was it.
yeah. But to have that, you know how we do. Democrats they definitely put on the show, and for the Republicans, to get other people, they need some other people step up and put on the show too. They got to put
Mhm.
on the show. But hey, that's politics for you, you know.
Mhm.
But it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen. But I want to see what the debate's gonna go on, and then everybody got to make their decision from there. When they put two and together, they'll see who's who. So okay, keep paying attention to that. Let's get into some music. Get some music. So Drake, you're Drake, huh? I told you, man. He just don't want to leave. He's not. He gonna keep the foot on the neck. You want to keep them letting people know this is nothing for me. I got hits under my sleeve. Just got the hits under my sleeve. Um, but that was I can't. I like that. I like that. I like the fact that he dropped. Was like another. What was it, like 2 weeks? Probably say last week, 2 weeks. He dropped that other music,
2 weeks, yeah.
and now he comes out with this. So I think these tracks are those like, all right, I was giving you a little bit, but now I'm gonna start hitting you some more because let's go right into right of it. The no face, the no face track. He's still talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still talking his shit. He's not, and then he's giving you what he does. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what could you say? What could you say? These tracks to me are just like showing you Drake's ability, to what he does. You know, 'Cause I'm not gonna talk you to death. I'm gonna make music. I'm gonna get back in the studio, keep dropping my songs, my hits. Because these are all good songs,
Yeah.
all good songs.
Right. They're saying that Drake's been out here feeding his fans so that they know that he's still doing good, which is good though. Keep putting out music so everybody knows that you focus on your craft. And the songs are really a good like dedication to them. They really show off like him getting back to the older version of him with his flow and some of them. So
Yeah, he's a versatile. You know,
Yeah.
They got the data wrong. This is the moment I know they.
versatile. You know, and the fact that he's like, yo, y'all keep praying that he's gonna fail. How? How? I don't even like who. How would you even doubt? I mean, come on, that's like you thought that was gonna hurt him. Like I don't understand why they be thinking that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make no sense. You're not gonna beat Drake by just talking about him doing that. You got to beat him by getting him out of his balance. You know, you got to get him off his groove,
Ain't
and
by
not,
that.
because you know you got to get him off. You got to only only way you gonna beat Drake is like you to keep going. Like you got to keep putting out music. You got to keep going extra. You got to like because now he's back again. Drake's back again. You know she's showing you that he's gonna make more music, and there's nothing y'all can do about it.
Well, it wasn't about that because they came to a compromise to stop.
No, yeah, the
Yeah.
beef is over.
Yeah,
The,
about to say, but
but
like,
I'm just
who's
saying,
gonna
but people,
stop?
it's like no, but it was like the little rumor. People was like, "Oh, Drake is finished,
No, it was.
finished. They ain't gonna drop no more music."
I'm about to say it was his own rumor that he was gonna retire after this,
No,
and
no, I'm
then he
not talking
just
about that.
stopped.
It's like
Yeah.
but other blogs they were saying that, oh, just because of this happened, he's over, he's finished.
No. Mm-mm.
Like, hey, you can't finish him.
Mm-mm.
Like, we knew what he was gonna do.
No, he's moving on.
He's gonna get back to what he does, make good music. You know
He's
what I'm
moving
saying?
on and coming back. So that's a win-win either way.
Yeah. So yeah, so that track, No Face, crazy.
All of these baddies obsessed with my face. All the shit they don't address in my face. I can't be showing no stress in my face.
What?
No face.
Get out of here. Gotta stop that. But hey, but yeah, that's hard. That's crazy track, No Face.
No face.
Uh,
No face.
then he's gonna hit you with the. I'm just gonna pull a language too. That language
Yeah.
too is like what? Alright,
I hate the weed too hard.
like,
Plug
like
in,
the
now
hook
you
is crazy.
I pull the plug, now you stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man on
You
the
know?
cut. I'm still up. Yeah. Niggas don't speak my language. Niggas don't speak my language.
Mm.
Niggas don't speak my
Language?
language. Yeah. How the fuck I'm still up?
Dang.
Right now.
Hey. Like you said, they don't speak your language, so hey, he's still focused. He's still in the lab. He's still focused. He's still showing you like, yo, I'm just gonna drop music. I'm gonna drop music. So that was crazy. And then what we talked about, I don't know if they're gonna the SOD, it's sort of Super Soak, so I guess he's ready to release that track. But they say Yachty's not on it, so I wonder why Yachty's not on, or maybe he's still gonna be on the when it comes out, he might be on it. So, but yeah, I think those are it. Those are good three tracks. I don't see they not being on the Billboard, in my opinion. So that's what he does. That's what he does. You know.
Mhm.
So we're gonna see what they talk about that. But those are good tracks. He dropped some good songs. He got some good songs. So you know, Drake ain't stopping.
Right.
He's gearing up for the winter.
Fair enough for another album. 6 more tracks and he'd be good to go.
Yeah, he already got like six out. So if he threw a six, he probably gonna look. Damn, he's back to back, back to back again. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what he does. I guess he want to do. You
Mhm.
know. Yeah. So Drake dropped some new music. Also ASAP Rocky, he dropped the video now because he had the song Hijack, and they was talking about, oh, did he diss Drake on that song? And I was like, nah, I don't think he dissed it. So now that the video come out, you will see if he try to do a little subliminals, that you'll see that he's actually directly talking to him. Well, looking at the video, no, I don't think so. Dope video. ASAP Rocky is known for those type of videos. He takes it to the heart. He really tags on to he's really hands on when it comes to his videos. and that sound is that's an ASAP Rocky sound, you know. So he's a good artist, but he's just been damn. I don't think he dropped in a while. I think maybe like 6 years, something like that. He didn't drop a project, so he's been gone for a while. You know, he's been gone. Um, but let's see what he has on the album when
Hmm.
he's ready to drop. If he's ready to drop anything or not. But with the whole visual, it's cool. You know, he had seen yeah Rihanna and the baby a little bit clip on there. I seen that. But it's cool. It's a cool visual. Cool visual.
Yeah, black and white.
Black and white. You know. So that's it. Okay.
You touched on it. The bars in it were good though. The metaphors, the way he brought everything back together. He had one of those bridge like type of bar thing where you focus on like one word or one sound, and then you just make that like into the tune for the or they set the tone for the record, and
Mm,
that's what he kept breaking it back to. So I like that part though.
okay. Another one,
Yeah, Big Sean.
Big Sean. So I did say he did. Yeah, I thought he was working with Alchemist. So now they actually put out the song.
Hmm.
Put out the video called "Together Forever" with Big Sean and Alchemist. He's on. I gotta hear the album because the way his some of the tracks is going here and there, I want to see how it all kind of completes together. Because then I will understand the body of work. But it looks like he's really focusing on the body of work. You know, and it's been a long time for Big Sean to drop too. So you know, he's been gone for a while. So he got to calculate these moves on where he dropped music. But the track is hard. Track is hard.
Hold on,
Videos.
I think he dropped already.
What do you mean? The album?
Yeah, he dropped the album.
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna see. You can see if he's on pre-order yet. Uh, pre-order. Uh,
Let's see.
No, it's not on pre-order yet. Nothing yet. Nothing. I don't because he's soon he's gathering up, but no, no. Mm-mm. I ain't dropped no album yet. Trust me, if he dropped an album yet, there'd have been some talks. But you know, but no, he's just doing song by song. He dropped another song, but he took it away. I didn't see it again. But yeah, Big Sean, he's still gearing up to drop his album. But we'll see what he does with that. But that's a cool song. Alchemist.
Sunshine. Woke up to a PYT telling me get up through all of the pressure. I'm keeping my chest up. Tupac, keep your head up. They ain't for the nigga.
You know, good vibe, good vibes, good vibes. Right, good vibes on there. Still waiting for that album. See what's going. Like I said, I hope it all these tracks that he has collectively comes together and put a nice good body of work. Um, keep on to my music. Let's go on some R&B. The queen of Yonkers, the queen of R&B soul, Mary J. Blige. You know, she love when she does a little collaboration, especially when she always collaborated with Fabulous. That video was right, right spot on hard. You know, like for him to do that in Brooklyn, you know, build on that, and then take the kicking floor, kicking the door beat. You know, that was a good mix sample that
Hmm.
they put together. That song is fire. Video's fire. Mary's looking beautiful on that. You know,
Definitely. I just love her sound. 'Cause her sound sounds like timeless. No matter as she ages, it doesn't change with it. Mm-mm. It still sounds like still a young.
yeah, 100%. Her voice is soulful, timeless, and she tells you why that she has classics. You know, she
Hmm.
has literally a classic album. But yeah, that video was tough. Um, Video was tough. Fab was doing his thing with the bars. You know, he always so you know he just that just collaboration always fits together. You know, from the style of Brooklyn in them and just for that collaboration, that was tough. That was tough. That was definitely tough. That
This
beat
goes
right
out to
there.
you. Yeah, you. Big Mary, not the little one. Big Brooklyn. Ha ha. Big YO, what's up? We came to kick in the door. Hey,
Uh,
not gonna lie, hate to take a L. Had me sitting there hot like waiting rooms in hell, but I'm not.
yikes, man! Right off the bat, yikes, yikes. So definitely, can't wait till they officially drop that because I didn't really see it out like that yet. But she's probably gearing up, working on her album too. So pay attention to the Queen, Mary J. Blige. Let's get some like pop culture, man. Yo, Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah.
That's what they say. They said, what Rick James say? Cocaine is one hell of a drug.
Better yet, la vida loca.
Yo, Oscar, man, definitely is having a ball. He look like he's on a yacht. With his girlfriend
hmm
out there in his I was saying his thong on his Cisco.
Word, let's just go now.
On his thong. Yo, oh man, having a ball. He's having a ball on the yacht.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to live his best life and show it off. Some people think that's the most entertainment thing to show people how you living, and they be like, "Hey, this is a great idea. Uh-uh. You want to live like me, beautiful women on a boat,
I'm not there with that type of attention, but hey,
that
to
type
each
of
his own.
comfort."
Yeah, to each his own. But he's doing that he's doing the dance. This is hilarious, but yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, enjoy life, have fun. Especially at the age.
Responsibly.
Yeah, have fun, do what you do. Talking about boats and yachts. Little Yachty, had a little controversy with his artist. He felt that. Well, I guess she must have said something. She must have just basically said that he's bullying her, and Yachty was like, "What? How could I be bullying you when I basically picked out your style? I gave you your lyrics. I wrote everything for you, put you on. So how am I bullying you?" And then he really wasn't gonna say anything because it looked like something was between going on between them. But because she had decided to discontinue with Yachty, but now they kind of just letting everything out. He's telling that I did this, I did that, I did that.
Yeah. Did a video to do a rant about everything that was being done and how he felt.
Bro, go ahead
Yeah,
and tell people how you talk to people.
they trying to say he's
How you tell
crashing
my
out,
security
but
guard,
he's
oh,
just
you
letting
homeless,
it off his
oh,
chest.
you
He's
work
just
for me,
trying to
Right.
trying to let y'all know.
you ain't got no, you're poor, and we above you, and how you talk to people like they nothing. You talk to people like they small, like they beneath you.
But the thing is that it was a clip where he put all the reference because she just did a like freestyle. He only did a freestyle with the whole group, line for line. He wrote. He's like, yo, after the before we went on there, I wrote the whole thing for her. He had a reference track, line for line. She was really talking. But I feel like if you was an artist and you didn't write your own stuff and somebody's helping you and doing all this stuff for you, like you can't really talk bad about that person. You know what I mean? Especially you're gonna have some receipts. Then like if you're gonna say something, have some type of proof. Because he's bringing out proof like, yo, look what I did. This, I did that, I did that, I did this, and you didn't really, you didn't. I basically made you as a star, and this is how you acted. I wasn't even gonna say anything, but now I'm putting it out. I gotta put this out. And then also he had a little fall. I mean, I know they're gonna you know, basically come back together, him and Mitch, because he also had a podcast that he was doing. Now he's saying he's gonna end that podcast. But I think they're gonna work that out. You know, because they said he was being disrespectful or something. Clip. I seen the clip. Uh, I don't think it really wasn't being disrespectful. I just think it was just a disagreement. I mean, not even a disagreement. It wasn't even that deep. I think people were just making it more deep than it was. Um, but you know, he didn't like that. His friend Mitch didn't want to come out there and say, "Oh, we are right, we cool." That was just part of the whole thing. He was like, "Yo, I need $400,000, this and that." So it was like Yachty does a lot for the team, putting people on, doing this, writing stuff. Um, he probably is not feeling that. I don't know, the love or whatever the situation be. But I don't think they're saying that he might discontinue his podcast. I don't know. I don't think so. I think one maybe because of sponsorship too. Uh, Whoever sponsors it, I don't think they're gonna allow. I don't know. Maybe he got a contract or something. He might not even discontinue on that note, but he could take a break or whatever, or he just fulfill it, or he's really to stop it.
Yeah. Or you can do his own thing.
Yeah. But sometimes when people sponsor, they put it on, they already paid you. Unless you got to get that back or something with however
Yeah.
that works out.
But it depends on who they paid for.
Yeah, but he said they got sponsors.
Yeah.
So she was my
Like I
sponsor.
said, remember he said he take care of his people. So
Mhm.
the sponsorship could be for him, and he just taking care of this band out of them because they believe in him.
Well,
So
well, yeah. I mean, they're getting off just because Yachty's name. Just because
mhm.
Yachty name, they're gonna get that type of that look and that sponsorship for it. But hey, we'll see if his show comes back on or not. Pay attention to that.
More.
Also, Complex. I seen a Complex interview with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, they're still talking about they're ready to release their album together. So they was, he was promoting the drink, something like that. But he was basically, it was surprising. He said it's three of them. So it's Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Jimmy Iv. So if they're not, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre say if they're not agreeing to all the tracks, then none are gonna come out. So they really go into every track that it gotta be everybody has to agree with. And Dr. Dre, one of the greatest producers in the world, but he's very particular to the way he releases music, and he wants everything to be perfect. But also, Snoop wanted to be perfect. Jimmy Iovine has to be perfect. So they for that collaboration, it's they said I think like 30 years over. They haven't really did the album.
And they're open together. Yeah.
So yeah, so they're working on the music and they're trying to put that together. But they said he's gonna release it. They said it's gonna come out in this year. So he's talking Christmas. Snoop's talking about Christmas. Dr. Dre was saying, around that time, probably around that too. So it's gonna be interesting because that's Dr. Dre. He's definitely gonna have some features on there over 30 years. You're gonna see how that's gonna collaboration, how that's gonna connect and bring together.
Definitely. It's nice to see how comfortable both of them are together, even though working on a project, something like that, something big too.
Hmm.
Because Snoop was like, I don't want to bring anything that's not for him there. And he knows when he goes like that he's going to be happy with the work that he's going to put in.
Yeah, they joked around and said, that's Kobe and that's Phil Jackson. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? He's the
It's
coach
like,
and
this
that's
is
the
my
player.
Kobe.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, it's really good to see their chemistry and still they from this long over growing up to see their whole story from together, being in the studio, having fun since Snoop was a kid, basically.
Hmm.
And then still to be next to each other and still working to do music. So like they said, they do it for the fun. They all
Yeah.
well off with the money, so it's not about the money no more. It's just about what did he say? It's about the creative flowing together and putting out a
Hmm.
project together for themselves. For
Yeah.
themselves, for us to hear. See how it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
You so we'll see what that does. See what that does. And see what that album brings out. Pay attention to that. Um, Also watched the movie. Netflix had a good movie on Netflix. The unit,
The Union.
union. I mean, I think about G Unit. The union. Yeah, with Mark Wahlberg and Holly Berry. So Holly Berry's back.
Yep.
Yeah. I was surprised. I would say he really gave Holly Berry the shine. Because usually Mark Wahlberg, he's usually more into the action. Like he's usually kind of like the main character. But I think Holly Berry is really the main character in this one. I mean, they both played a big role.
Actually, they shared it this time.
Oh, but on when you looking at who's taking really putting who's on, is really Holly Berry. You know what I mean? Like Holly Berry putting taking it like training him and saying, oh, going through the process and this and that. I felt like he gave her the because she was doing more action scenes than him.
Yeah.
She was jumping on the buildings and all that and fight. You know what I mean?
Because it was the basic of the movie. The movie wanted to put like a regular, like nobody type of small time guy in a
Hmm.
spy type of environment, and then be like, she chose him because she seen potential. Throw him in there, and then see how they do.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
she was kind of
and
like the
then
boss.
yeah, and you can even tell from like even the friend, 'cause that the part where he called his friends, like, yeah, he was ready to go, and they was like, whatever you doing, we know you're okay, and we know it's important. Because
Hmm.
other words, you would be right here with us, because
Hmm.
you just that type of guy. So you go out there and you do whatever that important thing is. And he was like, damn, I guess I gotta do this now.
Yeah, yeah. He was encouraging him to because he was kind of giving up. He was like, I'm about to go home.
Yes.
I'm done with this. I don't think I
Hmm.
could do it. I don't think I could do it. So I'm ready to go back home. And he called his peoples, and he's seen that they just doing the regular stuff at home, like nothing special. While he
No,
has the opportunity to be a CIA. I mean,
no, it wasn't even that. It was just how his friends, the
Mhm.
people that he was like running to be with, they had trust in him that they knew that he was doing good already.
Yeah, but they was like, you don't really need to be here. Like, what we doing? We at the bar. We
Hmm.
bars, dancing and whatever. You got a chance to actually make yourself to do something, like, because I won't give up the whole movie, but he really didn't do anything in the whole movie. Like, he wasn't doing anything with his career. So, for him to be a part of that, for Halle Berry to come back and get him, now he has something to look forward to. That he can be CIA, whatever. So that was like, yeah, what's more important? Should I go back and go to the bar, or I can actually go and be something and complete the mission and do something?
Almost.
Yeah.
But it wasn't about the. It's more of, do I want to have this normal small life that I enjoy? But he ended up choosing, like, he had a good choice, and then he ended up getting what he really actually needed, and he got like a plus benefit with it, so it's nice. But at the end, yeah, the small time job that he had did came in handy in the movie, because
Mhm.
it was definitely a whole scene that if I was there doing that, I'd have been like, nope, this is not it. But I was like, I need to stay low on the ground.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, hey, so it is a great movie. It's a great
Hmm.
movie for Halle Berry because I haven't seen her. Well, I mean, see her a little bit, but get her back to acting. She remind me of the Catwoman. She was looking, looking healthy, looking good. So
Oh yeah, that
she
was from
never
like
aged.
her John Wick training when she featured in John Wick movie. So
Mm.
yeah, her training coming in handy, and it's starting to show off in more movies. So that it opened up more roles for her. So that's nice though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and he's Mark Wahlberg. He's always putting together good movies anyway.
Hmm.
Because he's always hands on with his movies. So yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Definitely Netflix.
Definitely good movie. A lot of twists and turns. A lot of action.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like fast paced too. It wasn't even a slow paced movie. But like yeah, it was like an hour and 30. So they put a lot into like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, that's a good movie. I definitely recommend going to see that one. The Union, on Netflix. Check that out. Check that out. Let's get into some AI. Yo. What I've seen on AI, that these guys are incredible, incredible. So they was playing around, somebody playing around, and it generated world leaders. Basically made a whole video. That joint was funny.
Hmm.
Yo, that was hilarious. Um, so They showed Trump getting locked up. They they showed Kamala Harris getting locked up. Elon getting back locked up, and they all had guns in their hands. Looked like Elon had fun, fired up the liquor. I mean the grocery store. Had Mark Zuckerberg with a bat and a lizard. Then he gets locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then they had, then they had Joe Biden
Wheelchair.
in a wheelchair with a gun, and then he gets locked up. Then they had Vladimir Putin, and he gets locked up. And then they had Obama with a machete, so he gets locked up. And then they had the Pope. Hey, yeah, the Pope,
Why not?
and then he get locked up.
AI.
AI is going crazy, man.
Even the chef, the Pope jacket. They gave him
Yo,
like a bubble
all
jacket.
all that stuff looks so real,
hmm
and it's just now. So I was like, wow, you can do that. You can play around with that and do that.
There's a lot out there right now, especially with that. They even got the two candidates like they got together and got married and have a baby. It's like if you don't even look close at it, you can't even tell. Be like, when did this happen?
Yo, yeah, they had different ones. Now they just showing.
The skills.
Yeah, they're showing the skills. They had like Trump getting Kamala pregnant. Like they had different animation, and it's like it's allowing you to do this stuff. So what it's like it's just improving every day, and it's showing how it's going to keep getting better.
hmm
And it's all still the beginning. So this look pretty real. All that still look pretty real. Man, it's crazy, 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 crazy. But we talk about the AI and generating these things. Everything's looking real. It's just gonna keep getting realer. Um, Also, I've seen that Tesla, they're actually paying 48 hours to wear the a suit, basically, a motion suit to train the robots. So I recently just talked about the Nvidia, how they just came up with, using the Apple Vision Pro to basically direct, and now you're going to be able to control the robots. And it's just now, and Tesla is doing the same thing. They're on that type of time too. And they're like, yeah, we need the humans to
Train the robots.
train the robots, and it's just funny how talked about that. I'm like, these different jobs are going to occur
hmm
because now we're going to help. Now, I said we're going to need to learn behind this thing or work together and work to train the robots and things like that. And they're like, boom, yes, this is what do you need to start the process? Because now if you look, Tesla's doing it, other one's going to do it. You know what I
hmm
mean? Because now it's showing now that's going to be a thing. They're looking to have people train the robots. Um, but then that's going to be kind of be the future. Like you can buy your own robot to train.
Yeah, I can see that.
you know, so
Be
so
big kids' toys now.
it's a toy, but that toy gonna come in handy because
Yeah,
that toy can cook pretty soon. That toy can
cook,
take out the
learn.
groceries. It could watch maybe watch your kid or something. It's gonna be multiple things that these robots are gonna be able to do. That they're gonna be able to do, and they're gonna be able to help towards. And they're just showing us like, hey, yo, we need people. I'm like, wow, well, that ain't a bad job.
Yeah, for the pay. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. What's the requirements you need a person to do? Put on the suit and do
Just put
what?
on the suit
That's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
yeah, just go
Like,
about your
what
business.
is it? You know what I'm saying? So,
If they
what's
want to
up?
learn your
Yeah,
learn
like,
your
what do you
movement, that's
like?
it.
That's it. Like, what do you really need the requirements to do that? I need you to help me control the robots.
hmm
Move your arm. Put on this suit. Move your arm left, right. See this
And
gonna be
walk
there.
around, go here and there. You
Yeah,
better go.
that's you. 48 hours for an hour. If that becomes the future or something like that, that ain't bad.
Gonna be a line.
That ain't bad.
They be like, what they sell out here? PlayStation? No,
Uh,
jobs.
I just yeah, John I just need to put on a suit. Like, hey, put me on. I'm gonna give you 48 hours to put on this suit. All right. How long y'all keep this suit on? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. They might be out there. Look online. Tesla might be earn on that. If anybody's interested, But yeah, that's crazy. But Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. I be talking about that stuff, man, and I be talking about it. Look, you know, pay attention. Um, but yeah. So let's get into my motivation. Motivation. I need a motivation. Okay. So this motivation is from Tupac. Tupac Shakur. It says you can spend minutes, hours, days, weeks, even months overanalyze the situation, trying to put the pieces together. Or you just leave the pieces on the floor and move on. At first I didn't get it, but then I'm like, okay, sometimes maybe you're trying to put the pieces together, but unfortunately that piece doesn't fit in the piece. So you do have to move on. You know, so maybe that's what he was kind of getting at when he said that quote from him. So I got when he said that. Because people do spend months, weeks, days, whatever, just trying to put that piece together. Then damn, that piece don't even work. Your piece can't even fit in there. So you move on, get a puzzle that has the piece together, and then sometimes that works for you. So that's what I got from that one.
Cool. For me, be like when I like puzzles. So occasionally when I be trying to put a puzzle together, I get to a part where like I can't find a single piece. So what I end up doing is just leaving it there,
Mhm.
coming back, and then I come back and check on it again and be like, maybe I can put one piece here, and then I can put one piece, and then when I do it again, I just walk away and come back. So
Mhm.
sometimes it's more better to move on to get a fresh start than to stay there and dwell over it and stare at the same blank space, thinking I'm gonna find a spot because your mind is just getting tired. So I understand that one.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. In that perspective, what you're saying that makes sense. Sometimes sometimes you spend so much time on something, and sometimes you have to just go a step away from it. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
step away. You definitely gotta step away. But yeah, so that all makes sense in its own way. I'm surprised about that one. I like that one. I was like, all right. Another one is at some point you must wake up. You must force yourself to do the things you need to do, whether you want to do them or you don't want to do them. I always say that there's things that you gotta eventually if you want to get something done, you just gotta wake up and try to get it done. Force yourself. Right? It's everybody goes through these battles and struggles every day. Um, but sometimes you gotta just force yourself. Maybe in a way I feel like if you force yourself, if you feel in that state that you don't want to do something, that's the best time to do it because that's like something's coming, something amazing is coming and it's blocking you from getting there because if you don't force yourself to try to break through it, you'd be surprised what's on the other end. So sometimes you gotta just keep forcing yourself, keep going, and see what happens, and that's what you can just do. That's sometimes you get the best. That's how you get the best of life. Forcing yourself to do the things you don't want to do sometimes.
I be like every day I force myself to get up and go to work.
Yeah,
That is one thing I don't want to do. Don't want to get up for that, but
mhm.
at the end of the day, you still got to get up. So understanding that quote, yes, that was the first thing that came to mind when I said, "Wake up, you got to get to work."
Yeah, yeah,
And you
yeah.
gotta force yourself. Cause a lot of times I'll be sitting there on that sofa like, I
Mhm.
don't really want to go.
Man, you're
But I
not.
get to that point where like I still gotta pay bills.
Yeah, yeah, you're not the only one. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that's everybody in the world. So it's multiple issues. We're doing the grown ups, but even from different kids, they don't know what they want to do or what they want to do. But sometimes you gotta wake up and force yourself to find something to do. Find what's the next move. What you
Hmm.
gonna do? Because it's my quote. My quote is the time doesn't stop. Time waits for nobody. So like it or not, it's gonna keep going. If you do not do this, you not do that, don't matter. The world's gonna keep spinning. The time's gonna keep going, and it's all what you want to do in your time. So on that note. Yo, thanks for joining us for episode 46.
Right.
In the meantime, between times, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and interact. And that's how definitely will hit you back. You know, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
gonna have some conversations, you like it or not. But yeah. So thanks for joining for 46. Sorry,
So
46,
take that
46,
part out.
46. Episode 46.
Right.
Join us for 47. You've been rocking with Duvob.
And Jamel.
Peace.
I love it. You guys are so great.